Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan. We are playing the Unreal world today. If you enjoy this content, hit that like button for me. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe. I really appreciate it. It helps with the algorithm so much. Thank you, guys. All right, so here we are at our cabin. Now, we recently had a good elk kill. I've got all the meat smoking here. You can see we've got 666 smoked elk cuts under different various days of preparation status. So we've got 7 days, 14, 15. So we've got a little while to go before we get any meat out of that. But don't worry, because we do have a little bit of, well, we have a tiny bit of fat here. That's actually all we've got. Wow. So we are kind of low on some food. Let's see. I've got a bowl with 1.6 pounds and then another 13 dried elk cuts. So we need to continue to hunt. And I think, whoa, oh, there's a arrow on the ground. I forgot. Yeah, that's a curved arrow. I left it. We're going to burn that, in fact. But I think it's time to do a little passive hunting. One thing we haven't done much of recently, obviously we set a lot of traps and stuff, but I'm going to pick up my shovel. I'm going to zoom out. Now, we have done some fox traps, which is great. I love the fox traps. They're doing okay. I think I'm going to pick them up and take them with us, though, because what I'm going to do is try and find a nice little special spot to do some trapping here. But first, we got to get some resources. So let's grab our fox traps. I'm going to disassemble it. Perfect. Doesn't take any time at all. Oops, I should be walking around stealth at the very least. Come on now. All right, disassemble. Beautiful. Grab it. Ooh. Oh, there's a bird. Look at that, right on the ground, right by us. What's he doing there? Let's take a shot at him. Oh, totally missed. Our arrow just went flying into the woods. Oh my god. Yeah, somebody actually said in the comments that they think they've nerfed the archery in this game, so you miss more often, I guess. But I think that might be totally true. I could definitely agree with that. I've felt that, if that's the case. So I need to also, while we're out, probably pick up some rocks because I've ran out. I was trying to make some arrows earlier. Hey, look, there's one on the ground right there. Yeah, so I've got to start picking these up too. But what I'm going to do is scout out a location to set up a trap fence, to build a really good trap fence where we can build some holes and really like funnel animals into the location. So they get, they have to go through our traps, in other words, to pass the area. But I do have this skin here, the elk skin from our recent kill, the last one. So I want to finish this. It'll be done by midnight. So, I'll go ahead and I'll pass a little bit of time. Maybe I'll cut some plants, cut some more trees down around the area, try and clear this out a bit. But I will see you guys when we are ready to travel. Okay, well, I just finished. I was working on the harsh elk fur. I finished it, okay? Now, while I was working on it, I heard a thump. My guy was in this house. We heard the thump. So I think that might have been one of our traps. I need to rest just a little bit so we can go out there. It's evening. Let's see here. It said we've only got. Now, remember, we don't have the fox traps out anymore. Oh boy, it could be in the hidden one. Did something land in it? No. What was it then? There's no animals in our traps, unfortunately. Oh, there is one fox trap up still. I left that one up. Let's see here. Let's take that one down. That's coming with us. But that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I thought for sure we'd catch like an elk or better yet a bear or something, but no such luck. Oh well. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue preparing here. Probably going to go to sleep and do this whole thing in the morning. Okay, well, this is bad news, and I'm not sure why this happened, but I came in here and I picked up some of our elk cuts, but they are spoiled. So look at this. I've got 100 spoiled smoked elk cuts on me. Why is that? Do I need to keep this room like heated the whole time? Is that what it is? Oh, that might be it. I might need to periodically get this fire going. Oh my gosh, I hope that's not the case because we're going to need to cut a lot more wood if that's going on. All right, let me throw 30 in there. That should keep it going for a while, but not for like a super long period of time. I bet that's it. I bet we have to keep this thing going like periodically. Okay, keep the door closed. Don't let any heat out. Wow, that's crazy. So, you know what I'm going to do is I will keep that meat on me. Obviously, we're not going to eat it, but I'm going to use it for bait. I'll just throw it in the traps. Spoiled meat is better than no meat. So animals will eat spoiled meat like the dogs will if there's nothing else. So, all right, buddy, time for you to eat because we're about to head out. Let's see here. Yep. All right, I'm going to put the leash on this little guy. Let's see here. I've got the shovel. I've got the fox traps. Oh, I've got some cordage. We don't need that, but let me put him on the leash and we'll get rid of that. Okay, very good. Okay, so I have located a pretty sweet position here for a trap fence. Now you can see, let's go back to the world map real quick. I'll show you this location. So I was looking around the lakes, obviously, and you want to look for little peninsulas or little choke points. At first, I came up here to investigate this right here, but let me show you what's wrong with this location. There's no actual land bridge. It's just actually it's buried or it's flooded with water. So you could actually wade across this. If I walked in here, I wouldn't need to swim as long as I stay to the light blue part and just wade through. But there's no reason to build fences here for trapping. That's, not a thing in that kind of location. So that was a letdown. Then I came over here and noticed this little guy. So if we zoom in, obviously there's a perfect little narrow connection, a little land bridge, where if any animals are on this little side, or if they want to get back over here, they got to cross this. So what I'm going to do is clear out these trees first. Let's go into our stealth mode. I'll zoom in. Let's go ahead and drop a couple of these big boys. Now these guys, they're pretty much just in my way. Now, I might end up making some sort of trap with these guys, but for now, I'm just going to move the logs real quick. There we go. Because what we'll need for our traps, or for the fence itself, is is the small trees. We've got to get the slender trunks and turn them into stakes so that we can make some fencing. Luckily, it's not a very big land connection, so it won't take us very long at all. Like 4 or 5 trees, and we should have this done. All right, well, now you can see kind of what I got going on here. 2 little trap areas. Well, I should say, yeah, 2 traps holes here. I haven't set the traps yet, so we can actually still freely walk back and forth here. Otherwise, I'd need to climb the fence to get over. But once we set the traps, that will be the only access through, unless, like I say, they want to cross the water, which they don't do. They avoid that as much as possible, typically. You will occasionally see it, but it's rare. These might be successful, though. So what I need to do is set them as trap pits. I could do it with sharp stakes, but I like to do the trap pit. It keeps the animal alive for longer, which means they won't go bad. If I don't check the traps as often, but I still get a kill, it's more likely that I'll come across it still fresh or alive. Okay, so a trap pit requires 3 slender trunks, some branches, and spruce twigs. So almost identical to what we need to make a shelter, but just a kind of a little bit less. So let me spend a little bit of time here. It's been a couple days. I've had to sleep a couple times. So this definitely takes some work, but don't be afraid to just sleep in the area. If it's not raining or anything, you should be fine. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to clear some branches, get ourselves enough to set 2 of those, and then I'll fell some of these trees and we're good to go. Okay, I've got both traps set here, and the meat I've used, the spoiled meat, as I said, I basically dropped the whole stack and it's just split there. So there's a lot of meat there. Oh man, I hope that helps. Now, do I have a little cordage left? Not a lot, but I can always go pick up some of these spruce saplings and make some if need be, because I was thinking I might make a bear trap here too. Not actually as a part of the fence itself, but just like near the fence. Because we do have these 3 logs. Let me see if I just kind of place it. Let's move these guys kind of in the center here. Okay, that's good. Now shift R. Let's do the bear. Yeah, heavy deadfall bear trap. What do we know? Oh, okay, 1 slender trunk, 1 more. I should have that because I've got 2 there. Yeah, let me go grab a slender trunk real quick. Just, because if it doesn't take much effort and we've got mostly the materials here, we might as well, We could get lucky. You never know. All right, hold on. Oh, I'm carrying too much. I only need 1 of these, so that's all I'm going to take with me. All right, here we go. Let's see, 4. Boom. 4 foot of cordage. Oh, crud. I didn't make the cordage yet. Oops, I almost forgot. Okay. Let's see here. Where is the saplings? Beautiful. Let's do 2. R4. Good to go. All right. Now we're set. And boom, check that out. So those 3 trunks came very much in handy. I'm actually going to grab some of these here, and we're going to use those. Drop them. Ugh, it's kind of sad we don't have any other food here. Let's get rid of that. Put that into the bait. Oh, nice. So this area is set. I don't know how well we're going to do here, honestly, but it was worth the effort, I think. Even if we just catch one thing here, it'll be nice, worth the effort. So I'm going to exit the area in position so that whenever I enter again, I'll be right there and I can see everything. You know, I can see the traps very clearly. That's a good spot. So that's it. We're good. Now we can cross. Of course, we're on the world map. You can move over your trap fence freely. It's not a big deal. And I think I'm going to head back home real quick. I want to make sure that meat isn't like expired or anything. So if we look here, we're not too far from our base, just northeast of it. You know, that's where that's at. So we pop right down here. And yep, the location of our base is boom right there. So like I said, not far at all. Now I will release the dog. Yeah, get off that leash there, buddy. I want you to eat, okay? Make sure he doesn't starve. It's not like he's going to starve to death. That's not possible, but you don't want him to be starving. There are downsides to it. They won't listen as well and stuff. Anyway, let me go ahead and clear out my inventory and get settled here. Okay, very good. I came in here to pick up the meat. Now, 42 of this is spoiled, but if you look, there's a bunch that isn't. So, whew, thank goodness, because yeah, there isn't much left here. I'm gonna close this door, and obviously I'm gonna start the fire again. I'm hoping that's what's doing it, is the fire, because I can keep the fire going. I just need to get some more firewood in here. Not a big deal, you know. It kind of makes it more realistic too, if you think about it. Because if the cabin started to cool down and get damp or whatever, then it's not going to work, you know. All right, so that's good. In fact, you know what? Let me push some more wood in there. Let's do another 20. There we go. Get that fire going for a while. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sleep and, like I said, sort out the inventory. Okay, now this is a very interesting spot right here I've discovered. I was looking for more peninsulas that we could cut off and use choke points on with our trap fences. This one's a bit bigger than I'd like, though. You can see it's a doable project, though, for sure. It would take many days, though, and I'd probably need to set up a shelter so I could sleep through the, rainier nights and snowy nights and whatnot. But here you can see, here's one edge of the coast here. That we got a lake right here, and over on this side it clears out too very nicely. So you could actually build that fence like right across here, just a straight line over to here to this edge. So it would be a lot of work. Like I said, you would have to spend a lot of effort making string and stuff, making thread, and then of course chopping down the small trees and turning those into stakes. So there's a ton of labor involved, but it could pay off. It could pay off. In fact, this is the kind of area where you might consider setting up a permanent base. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of constantly monitor the trap fence. Like you might have your cabin right here on the hillside, overlooking the lake down below, and then boom, right above you, you have this serious trap fence. Hopefully you would see some animals on a regular basis. That's the only issue. You could go to all that work and never see an animal ever, just get unlucky. But I don't think we're going to spend that much effort here. I'm looking for smaller ones. But you can see what kind of attracted me to this spot right here. It's not a bad location. Like I said, let's keep looking around here. I'm trying not to go too far from my home too. I don't want to set up traps, which I almost never check. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to get to these relatively quickly. So if I look on the world map again, we're just to the west of our thing. The only other good spot might be to the north. So let's head up this way real quick. Also, if I happen to see an elk or something, you better believe I'm going for it. But we do have a bowl full of smoked elk cuts. And I don't want to spend too much time away from home because we need to keep that fire lit. Now, this is an interesting area here because it doesn't look like it, but it does have water on both sides of it, so there might be some choke points here. Let's look around on the local terrain map a little bit. And it's pretty close to home too. I'm gonna grab these stones and stuff. Okay, check it out. Check it out. Yeah. Oh wow, not quite. Super close. I mean, it. You might do something here if you're really, really ambitious and thought, you wanted to get all the possibles. But let's move a little bit farther down. Maybe we will find something. Okay, we're kind of on a little island here, I think. Check this out. Yeah, that's where we just were. Now here's the here's the edge. That's funny. There's a little island right here. But if we come to this side of it, oh, is this an island too? It might be. Yeah, this is another little bitty island. See, this terrain's fairly interesting. It's really cool. I like it. I'm gonna grab these stones. All right, let's zoom back out and see what else we can find. Okay, now this spot looks promising here. Yeah, this is another really, really small one. I think this is even smaller than the last one we just built on. But the only thing with this one is, let me cut this down real quick and I'll show you. It's not the best site on the world map. Why didn't I cut that down? Anyway, let's just zoom out for a second. So you can see we're actually kind of, it doesn't look that far from our base, but we're on the opposite side of this lake here. So I got to kind of come up and go down and around just to get back home. So it is kind of a pain. I'm going to pop back into the house before we do any like serious work in that location. I guess it's not that far, but we're ready to drop here. Let's get the dog unleashed. Unleash him, tell him to eat. Go ahead and eat, little buddy. Yes. Oh, we're going to have to stand up. There we go. All right, so he's going to pass out for a little while. Then I think we'll probably go back there, but like I said, I just want to make sure we're not losing any meat here again. Okay, well, I've spent the last couple days just actually cutting firewood. You can see I've got 449 firewoods here. Of course, I've been keeping the fire burning most of that time as I do it. We've got some smoked elk coming in the morning, so I'm hoping none of this is going to be spoiled. The whole batch, if my theory is correct, should be good to go. So let's put like another 40 in here, I guess. That'll keep that'll keep it going, like I said. And I've just been coming out here. Now I've got a stock of logs right by the door there, but I'm kind of keeping those. Those I'm just saving. For no particular reason, because we got a ton of logs just sitting around down here that those guys, the villagers who helped us cut all these down, left a bunch of them, so it's really handy. I just come out here, grab one, bring it right back into the cabin, drop it there. Now I can zoom in so you can see this a little better. I've got my axes laying down next to them, so I don't need to keep these in my inventory. When I do this, I'm going to hit skills, timbercraft, and chop. So chop them into blocks first, and you'll see it says the masterwork woodsman axe nearby is used. So that's the best axe possible for this job right here that I own personally, and that's the one, since it's nearby, he'll use it automatically. So now I can split those blocks into firewood. So I'm going to do that repeatedly. And this is what I've been sitting here doing. Just over and over and over again. Here we go. And boom. You can see. Now that's how you get the stack. Ah, yes, the fire's done. There's still some embers there. You can still see it's kind of red. This is very tiring work. But you can continue to do it even when your endurance is maxed out. Okay, that's all that's left. There is no more. But I will need to eat. If I want to move around and stuff, I will need to rest and eat. There we go. All right, so we can see we've got 584 firewoods and 30 branches. You get the branches every time you process a tree, no matter what you turn it into, whether it's boards or a log, you always get some branches out of it. All right, let's push in some more of these. Again, just trying to keep that fire going nonstop. Basically nonstop. A little bit of gap in between, I think's okay. Let's see, a little bit more time. Yeah, late morning. So by tomorrow, it'll probably be good. All right, I'm going to try and keep the door closed every time I go outside, and I'm going to go grab another log and continue on. All right. Well, the elk cuts are done, and we got 50 of them. Totally smoked, no problem. No spoiled ones. Good. I'm thinking things are working out a little bit better now, keeping this fire going. So let's see here. We've got more is coming in an hour. So okay, let me keep chopping wood here. Then let's see how this goes. All right, there we are. Another beautiful 50 elk cuts, smoked and ready to go. Keep the door closed. All right, I'm going to drop them here in our cellar because I don't need to carry those around with me. There we go. That should keep them nicely. I've got 121 plus another stack of 22 plus the dried fat and stuff. Man, you know what this tells me is during the winter season when it gets cold and especially the deep fall, we really need to be on top of our hunting game at that point. I really should be out there hunting as much as possible because drying food is the way to go, man. You can just do it once. You don't have to worry about like babysitting it like this. Oh, that's pretty sweet. But I think instead of doing the trapping, I'm going to do a little bit of active hunting right now. Just keep our supplies going. Obviously, I'm not going to venture too terribly far from the place because we got meat. You know, I got to keep that fire going and stuff. But let's see here. Let's get the dog to eat, and I always bring the dog with me. You know, never. I've tried it before. I'll get lazy and I'll just go out. I'll be like, oh, I'm just going to go out by myself for a little while. But I tell you, as soon as you don't bring your dog, that's when you're going to need him. That's when the bear shows up, or the wolf intercepts you, or something, or the bandit crosses your path. So I always make sure to bring the dog with me. Now, question is, let's see, how much longer till this next batch? A few hours. All right, we'll wait till morning to go hunting. I want to get this next batch of meat picked up. Okay, well it's actually just afternoon. Didn't have to wait till till the next morning. So I got 128 more smoked out cuts ready to go. I'm gonna drop those. I'm gonna drop the slender trunks I'm carrying around for some reason. Real quick before I think forget about it, and I'm gonna actually get this fire going again. Let's push those in. I'm gonna push like 100 because, like I said, I want to keep this going for as long as possible, but I still want to be able to be out there running around hunting and stuff for a while. So maybe we'll spend a day on the hunt, like tonight, and then the rest of tomorrow, and then we'll try and come home. So let's grab the little pup and let's get out there. I'm still carrying around those dang fox traps. I should probably drop those. Yeah, let me drop the fox traps and the shovel. We don't need that extra weight. I forgot to set those down. Also the spruce wise. I've been carrying those around because we're going to make traps and stuff, but we don't need to. All right, so let's go on the hunt here. Let's see what we can find. Oh, look, there's a dude there. Should we encounter him? I don't have any food with me to actively like try and hire him, which kind of sucks. So I don't see much point unless we were gonna like mug him or something. But I'm not gonna do that. We're not doing an evil playthrough here. Check my water. Let's fill that up. Take a little sip. Beautiful. All right, let's keep looking around. This is our hunting ground. This is our backyard right here. This is where we love to be. Come on, elk. Come on now. Give me something. Oh, it's getting dark. Can't forget, I can't spend too long out here because we got to go home and light our fire again. Babysit that meat. But it's after midnight. We're a bit tired. I think if we sleep now, all right, it's going to be lively, small hours. So it's morning again. Oh, look, there's a little rabbit. I'm not messing with rabbits. Not interested. If it stops raining, I will try and sleep again a little bit. But man, it's been like a steady downpour, hasn't it? All right, so this is it. There's the sleep. Yep. Oh, look, right there. Oh, perfect. Let's go for it. Everything looks good. We've got our bow out. Wait, where the heck is it? Quit moving around. All right. Oh, my God. You got to be kidding me. There we go. We're head on to it. Let's take our shot. I'm going for a headshot here, folks. Let's do it. Yes, we nailed it. Suffering from a serious puncture in the skull. Oh my God, how did we not down it? Let's go. Let's start running after it. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Take another shot at it. It kind of like doubled back and turned toward us. Oh man, I should have known I wouldn't hit that, but that's okay. We tried. I'm going to do a rough arrow just because I don't care about them, but I will chase it a little bit, keeping an eye on my endurance. All right, it's out of sight, so I'm gonna go into stealth and try and track it. Now, this field, this open marshland, is not the biggest in the world. It should be sufficient if I play my cards right. See it right there? Okay. Let's try and take a shot at it with this rough arrow. Oh, we nailed it. Wow. Serious puncture in the foreleg. All right, let's keep running after it. Oh man, it is really, really wounded. All right, I'm going to actually wield my axe. I'm going to keep push pressure on it. I think that last shot really hurt it. Oh wow, it cannot go. We might have this one. All right, I'm going into stealth mode. See how much faster it is than me now? But I think we've got it now. It's at a breaking point, basically. See how we're starting to gain on it, even though we're in stealth mode right now? Oh yeah, it's over for this baby. Let's look at it one last time. Give it a one look. Very seriously wounded, very fatigued. Yep. The only issue with shooting it that many times with the arrow, well, we only shot it twice, but shooting it at all can damage the skin. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to, of course, go with my hand axe, club it blunt in the legs. Take out the legs first. Put it on the ground, baby. There we go. It is unconscious. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to back up, walk away from it. Strange, I know. And now I'm going to tie this dog up. I'm going to tie him right there to the tree. Let's see. Do I have any food? No, I don't. I was going to drop some food for him, but I don't have any. So real quick, now I'm going to finish him off. I just did that because I don't want the dog eating the carcass at all, and he'll get a couple bites out of him if I'm not careful. Plus I cracked the dog's skull accidentally. I'm not going to get into that explanation. If you want to check that out, you're going to have to watch the full series, but I did accidentally crack our dog's skull here at doing this kind of thing here with it. So he's safely tied up while I beat the heck out of this elk. And give me like, oh, there it is. Okay, it is dead. We have officially got ourselves another elk kill. I'm going to pick up my arrows. Beautiful. I'm going to wield an arrow. So I'm going to put the axe away and get prepared. You know, not any more hunting, but we've got ourselves, we're ready to go. We've got ourselves breakfast, folks. Check it out. All right. Thank you so much for joining me for this one, everybody. I really appreciate it. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. It helps me out and I appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next episode. Hey everybody, thanks for watching, and now check out this fan art by a couple of my Discord members, Finn and Vita. It's pretty good, and I love the cuttlefish.